One thing we all know about diets is they're easy to start, but they're hard to stick to. A little bit like the old smoker's joke. The guy says, I've quit smoking hundreds of times every Monday morning. Or sometimes diets like that too. And part of the problem is confusion, because the media is under pressure to keep coming up with new diet stories. They know that people will tune into current affairs to see the latest diet, or they'll pick up the latest women's magazine or the early morning TV shows to learn about the new diets. And so there's a pressure on them to keep pushing out new ideas or promoting new ideas. And it doesn't matter whether they work, it doesn't matter even if they make any sense, as long as it gets viewer attention. So that's one of the problems. The other is the marketplace for books. There are new books being published all the time. And if someone comes up with a half-decent idea, a book will be published about it, and then a whole lot of publishers will find authors to publish other books along a similar stream, give them similar names. And it just goes on and on. But of course, that's just part of it. So the confusion is part of the problem, obviously. But there's more than that. There's the confusion of what actually constitutes a healthy diet and one that you can lose weight on. And the two can be the same or can be completely different. The old so-called Israeli army diet, where you'd eat apples for 4 days and cheese for 4 days. Well, I'm sure no Israeli military person ever ate like that, and it was a crazy diet, but it gained some momentum. Perhaps a few Hollywood starlets were convinced that was a good idea, or at least that's what they said. All these companies that promote all their foods that are delivered to your home, sure, there's convenience there, but a lot of those are not necessarily healthy. They're just small portions. And I know a friend of mine had subscribed to one of these companies, and when people would visit, if they were staying over, they could just raid his freezer, because his freezer was full of these packs of food. Because part of him said it's a good idea, but then part of him just went out and ate in restaurants, and they all stacked up in the freezer, all these sort of low-calorie small meals that really weren't quite satisfying. But of course, people do then lose perspective on how to shop and how to manage their life in real terms, because yours will return to that at some time. The other confusion again is around the diet. What constitutes a healthy diet? Is it going down the vegan end or going up the paleo end? I just like to go where the science says. I've been working in this field for many years now, and I've made changes along the way, because like everyone else, I've bought into some of what seemed to be the rational thing to do. 20, 25 years ago, we were all talking low-calorie diets, low-fat diets, but now the evidence doesn't support that anymore. In fact, there is no evidence to ever support it. It just was one of those things that happened historically. What we now know is that a lower carb type of diet works the best. And I like to refer to it as healthy carbs and healthy fats, because there are all sorts of carbohydrates, but a small number of them, particularly vegetables, are healthy for us. And there's a group of fats that are healthy for us and groups that aren't healthy for us. Once again, you could start this, but you need to stick to it. Helping people stick to diets is what I do. Whether they're emotional eaters or stress eaters, they feel anxious and eat, or they're boredom eaters, whether they have food allergies or food intolerances or food addictions, food cravings, it doesn't matter. It's getting through all those barriers that can help you to stick to a diet. So following the right kind of diet, which I give to you for free if you go to roadmap2vibranthealth.com, and then if you need some help getting through all those barriers, all those old beliefs and fears about failure, I can help you with that. Thank you. I'm Ian Newton. I look forward to working with you.